Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. And he mishit this one. Badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He puts some air under it deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Involved here. And some nice running there gets him a 3rd down. Coming up.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
They're on 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Shuck. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 35 out of that play. And the Lions have a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. They'll couple together a yard there. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shuck working from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the Giants' 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Chuck now from the gun. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it inside the 10. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead on the first play of the drive. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Giants 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Darts looking to throw. Flush down now to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Not an enviable spot as they come up third and long. Third and long for him here. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders...
He's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Giants 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Benson once more. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And the Giants first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
You know, most pass rushers really don't get enough credit for how well they read those quarterbacks. As he was fighting his blocker, kept his eyes on the ball, and he timed it perfectly to get a hand up in the throwing lane and force the incompletion.
They give on second to Benson. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones on the mounts are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Got a man and Neighbors has it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Benson on 1st and 10. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they have a home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On him quick, and they bring it down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They give up the gut to Benson. There's one that's about 4. He's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 21-7 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that gets him back to within 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shuck's going to throw here. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. And this is taken ahead to the 37. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he's going 42.
Jamison Williams. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Shuck. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Dart from the pistol. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. From the gun, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down. Dart going to throw again. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he's going to score on a pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Giants 10.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Dart resetting here after the pick. Right side cut by Higgins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Dart setting in to throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They'll go. Here's Darts. Completed over the middle. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
Chuck now on 1st down. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Chuck. Completed to his running back. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Taken down by Dane Belton. He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Set. 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now Chuck to throw. Brought in. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Gibbs runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Sly lining up for the point after.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead.
Giants 10.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8. So we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Darts back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Giants are set to punt. Back deep for the Lions is Sione Vaki. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shock working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 19-yard line.
Shock now from the gun. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
That's good.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment. So far, this script dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again here, it's Shock. Complete over the middle. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
28-yard line.
Let's go. 18, Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap to Shock. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Shock. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Give him 8 on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Line up the design keeper. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13.
7 Byron, Bronco 80, 70 range, 70 range.
Back to throw, Shock. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
42. Giants 10. Joey Sly set
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now Dart. Cut out left. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it's good for a New York first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Trap 60, trap, set, go. 70 Lions. 19 Lions.
Throwing on first down. It starts. Forced out to his right. Chucks this one deep down the right sideline. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
The field goal is good.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Hockey on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.